What's up, all my Dirty Bay anglers? Charles Cleburne here. Just got off the water. Thought I would make a good fishing report for y'all guys. I am in Trinity Bay right now. I have fished Trinity Bay, East Bay, West Bay, and several other places the last few weeks. I've been watching and listening to my buddies and getting reports from them. So fishing has been hot, hot, hot. Today is like super windy. What's today's date? Now it's November 18th. So I'm gonna try and get this video edited real quick and get it out there so y'all will know what's going on. This time of year, normally, guys, the water has been blowed out. We've had a north wind for a while, and we ain't had a north wind yet. We got tricked and had a cold front this week and a little bit of a north wind, but it turned right back around to south wind, southeast, and has blown all the water. I mean, where I launched today was almost underwater. At Thompson's Bait Camp, where I got my shrimp at, you could launch from the parking lot. There was so much water in there. The tide is out a little bit now, but there is a lot of water in there. So what's that? That's almost causing spring type patterns. So redfish are still chasing the grass lines. There's still shrimp up in the grass lines, and the redfish are there. And that's basically the go-to right now. You want to use artificial shrimps or you want to use live shrimps, and I'm using them under a pop and cork, and I'm killing it. I'm limiting it out every time. Yesterday, was it yesterday? I limited out on redfish. Today I limited out on trout. A couple of days ago we limited out on black drum and speckled trout. And stuff's going hard. So what y'all guys need to do, get y'all a pop and cork. Right now, normally I use about 18 inches to 2 feet on my pop and cork, but the water's so high right now. Today I was using almost 4-foot leader on there, and because the water's about 2 foot high. So what you want right now, any kind of structure is holding fish. Any kind of, like, if you want redfish, it's shallow water, grassy shoreline. So there was so much fish the other day where I was at. The lady that was with me was just dropping right around the boat and just picking up. I mean, I set my rod down with just a jig head on it and turned around to get some bait, and I caught a black drum. Black drum hit it. So this time of year, though, here's what you're going to do. Look for birds. If you don't know any good reefs or any places to go, drive around and look for birds working. There's in Trinity Bay and in East Bay and in West Bay, look for the birds. There'll be several pods of birds working. And normally what they're doing is you'll go and you'll throw it and you'll pull in dink trout, or you'll go to a next one and you'll pull in sand trout. So what you want to do in that case is all the little fish are on the top feeding. All the smart big fish are on the bottom, waiting for their scraps to come in so they ain't got to work so hard. So normally, if there's speckled trout in there, put a bigger. If you're using live bait, put a bigger weight. If you're using jig heads, use a like a 1 ounce heavier jig heads. If you don't, a lot of times I'll just take the split shots and I'll put a couple of 1/4 ounce split shots on there. That'll get it through the little ones faster, and then you start bouncing off the bottom, picking up good keeper trout. Now, if you run into the birds working that has sand trout in it, those are going to be fun right there, because there's going to be bull reds, redfish at the bottom. And it's the same thing you do. Heavier jig heads, heavier weights on your bait. Drop it down there. Don't use a pop and cork. You're just gonna get the little stuff on the top. So what I've been finding is right now, the trout are holding to oyster beds. You find oysters, muddy bottom. You find like there's a lot of spoil areas with oyster reefs and stuff where they've dredged and they've dropped the stuff underwater. If you know where those spots are, guys, they're holding fish. They're holding fish right now. One thing that I've been told is people like complain about their buddies they go fishing with that because they got 1 or 2 secret spots that they know, and they've caught fish in that spot one time or twice, and so they return to that spot all the time, every time, and they just sit there all day and don't do nothing but catch a buzz. So here's the deal, guys. If you pull up to a spot, and you're casting and you're working within 15 minutes and you're not getting any nibbles or any bites, ain't no fish there, guys. Uh, Maybe tops give it 30 minutes, pop it, move it around. But if you ain't getting nothing, especially if you're only getting hard heads, but if you're not getting any bites, man, move on. The way that I catch fish is I hardly ever sit still. I like to hunt them. I'm not a Texas deer hunter where I go sit in a stand and wait for something to walk by. I like to stalk my prey. I like to go and look, and that's how I catch a lot of fish. So there, don't get me wrong, there are spots. Man, the rollover pass when it was here used to be awesome. You could sit there and wait, and when the tide would change or something, fish would just start coming in, and those are the kind of spots like that you want to sit and wait at. But most spots, if there ain't no fish there that day, they're moved on. I mean, and all these fish are just, they're schools, so they follow the bait. So look for bait, man. Where I was today, there was shad jumping, there were mullet jumping. Now, if you got mullets like this big, that's just mullets jumping. If you see 3 or 4 finger mullets jumping, moving around, acting scared, something's chasing them, guys. When I was doing my redfish yesterday, I saw a spot by a grass line and I saw some stuff bust, and I thought, man, because it was shallow there. And I thought, man, there's a flounder over there. And I threw over there, pop, pop, and my cork disappeared, and it was a redfish. And so let's talk about the redfish I caught. So um, the water's still high right now. Normally you want the water to come out. All this shrimp's going to go out into the bay, but they're still in the grass lines, still farther back there. And what you do, just go slow by these grass lines. You'll see splashes and you'll see pops and you'll see shrimp. You will see shrimp jumping. And don't cast right in the middle of that. If you can tell which direction that fish is going, which wake, go in front of them. Cast your lure, cast your bait, cast whatever is in front of that wake, and then work it a little bit, and they will get that. I caught one redfish on topwater yesterday. I was watching him come down the grass line, a big wake. He was leaving a big wake, but there were shrimp jumping everywhere in front of that wake, so I knew there was something in there, and I threw a topwater right there, about a foot in front of him. Pop, pop, water exploded. And it was pretty awesome, man. I love catching redfish on top water. So, um, couple little tricks, man. So that's y'all watch for birds. Look for structure. I don't really know if they're around the wells right now. You can always try the wells, but like I said, if you go to the wells, if there's fish there, it's not going to take long for them to hit. If you throw a few times, 5, 10, 15 minutes, sit there and not nothing, there's nothing there. What you want to do, kind of pull, current's running this way, go ahead and pull on this side of the well and throw into it and try nothing. If you don't hit nothing, go overhead to this side where the current is, because a lot of the fish are going to be on this side, waiting for bait, waiting for stuff to get pushed through, and they're going to be attacking. So that's the tips that I'm giving for you right now, guys. Look for the birds. When you're catching dinks, heavier weights, get to the bottom to the bigger fish. Structure, anywhere that's got a lot of oyster, there's going to be, look for slicks popping up. And guys, those giant, super, like football size, stadium size slicks y'all see, that's just the wind blowing and and creating stuff. I've been in a feeding frenzy of redfish that created one that big, but that's rare. Normally, what you want to look for is 18, 19 inches. If a fish feeds on the bottom, what's going to happen is they're going to pop up, they're going to come down, and it's going to make a slick. That slick's going to form small, and it's going to get big. It's going to get like this, and then it's just going to dissipate. And what you want to do is look for several of those. Look for an area with those things popping up and disappearing, popping up and disappearing. That's fish feeding. So this time of year, guys, a lot of people, let's see here. Water's been pushed so far, so you want to go up into Red's Bayou, you want to go up into Trinity River, you want to go up into Chocolate Bayou, you want to go around the intercoastal and the intercoastal waterway in East Bay. Work the grass lines. There's a whole lot of good spots back there, full of redfish and full of other trout and stuff like that. Trout are usually schooling, so like they're usually a little bit further off the structures, like the grass, like the rock walls and stuff like that. But that's your little tidbit right now, guys. There's trout out there. There's big schools of redfish going around. If you're looking, if you find like docks and stuff like that, they're usually in those kind of structures. But right now they're moving. So if you follow them, if you can find them, follow them, guys, and stay on them. All right. Let's see. Anything else? That's what you get, man. Whenever I get some money and get some new cameras, I'll start filming me catching these fish. But for right now, I'm trying to help all you guys. So right now, the best thing to do is shrimp lures. I like my Texas Rattler walking shrimp, and I like my Whack Attack. I like my Whack Attack shrimp lures, man. Right now, all I've been using is the white ones with either the yellow tail or the red tail. Whack Attack lures made me a perfect color with white with a red tail because that's my favorite. That's what I like to use. But even in the real dark, murky water right now, I've been catching them in that stuff. And today the wind was high, 15 to 20, 25-mile-an-hour gusts. The water looked like chocolate milk. It rained on me, and I still limited out on trout. You just that they're gonna be out there too. If you ever, I don't really advise anybody doing stuff like that. I'm pretty experienced and I know how to handle situations like that. But if you can find a protected area, I mean, all you get pull up your Google Maps. If the wind is blowing north, a north shoreline is going to be flat. The south side of that bay is going to be choppy because the land is going to protect it. The wind's going to pick up through the bay, and it's going to do same thing. South wind, south shoreline is going to be good. So, all right, guys. I hope this helped y'all out. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm probably going to put a couple of my old hookups at the end of this, guys. But I sure appreciate y'all watching. I sure appreciate y'all supporting me and supporting my sponsors, man. They love it and I love it. And have a good one, guys. Tight lines and God bless. Okay, before we get into this good battle that you get to see me battling on this fish, I'm gonna leave y'all with the Bible verse I normally leave. So a lot of questions people ask is, how do you get saved? How do you go to heaven? So I'm going to make it really simple for you. Romans 10, verses 9 and 10. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. It's that simple, guys. All you got to do is believe, put your trust in him. You don't have to change. You don't have to be perfect. You just come to him and he'll do the rest. All right, guys. Tight lines and God bless. Got him. Got him. Knew he was right here. Oh. Almost first cast. Oh man. Oh. Let's see what it is. What is it, guys? Oh, what is that? Let's see what we got. He just wants to sit on the bottom, I'll tell you that.
for a sleigh ride though. Hey, so look at that, he's spinning me in circles. Is that a... I still don't know what it is. I can't get it up. I can't get this guy up. He's just gonna pull me around apparently. Let's get him up. Come on, guy, where? What is it? Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Man. Man, I can't get this guy up. It'd be nice if it's a giant flounder, but I don't think it is. Every time I get him close to the surface, he goes back to the bottom. Not bad for a first couple casts. Come on, guy. I'm interested. I don't want to break them up. Look at that. Sun ain't even barely coming up. Early bird gets the fish, apparently. This sucker is strong. I don't know if this is tournament worthy. He may be too big for the tournament. Of course, I've been wrong before. Everybody and their mama's here, and I'm already hooked up to something. I can't even get them off the ground. Man, I cannot get this guy up. What the heck is it? I've seen a tail. Oh, I'm gonna need one now. Back over here. This thing has pulled me from the marsh back there all the way over here. He's trying to pull me out into the... Should just let him run. But I'm afraid he's gonna get on these damn rocks. Oh, oh man. Wow. Man, ain't no fish here, man. Shit. They're further down that way. Oh. Look at this. God, I don't even know what it is. It'd be nice if it's a giant flounder. I'd be in heaven. But You know, redfish usually come up. This thing's hitting the bottom. It's almost like it's a black drum. Well, just made my whole day worth coming out here. Just this one fish right here. I'll bet it's got the lure from last time that he broke me off. I'm going on a sleigh ride, guys. He ain't quite as strong as that Jack Crevalle, but look at that. Look at this fish sticks rod bent over. These rods are amazing. Let's almost had a look at him. Almost. I'm in 5 feet of water. He's decided he ain't done yet. Come on, guys. I want to see what you look like. Come on, get up. Get up, let me look at you. Oh, it's a big old ugly. Oh, it's a big ugly. That's what it is. Big old fat ugly. Man, that is a fighter. He does not want to come up. He done pulled me all over the place. Oh, look at that big ugly thing. Ugh. Well, he's an ugly guy. Oh, look at him. Get out of here, you big ugly. Oh. Big old ugly. This dude ain't got no tire out in him, man. Get over here, you big ugly thing. Oh. Where do you think you're going? Where you going? Where are you going? Where you going, boy? Get on back here. Get on back here. Oh, look at you. Big old nasty ugly thing. I got a net. I don't even know if this son of a gun will fit in my net. I think he's a little tired now. Get him right here. Come here. Look at that. I got him right in the eyeball. Come on, big ugly. Come on. Come on, big ugly. Get in there. Oh. Oh, man. Jeez. Look at that. Look. He don't even fit in my net. Man. Big old ugly thing. Oh. Oh. Ah, dog it. Oh. Woo! That ain't bad for a first cast, ain't? Jeez. Man. They don't even fit in my net. Come here, you big old ugly thing. You're messing with my net. Oh. Woo! Jeez. Get that out of your eyeball. I'm sorry. probably gonna lose the sight in that eye. I'm sorry. Oh. All right, let's let you go. Hopefully you don't flip me over. Look at this thing. God, dog. Oh, look at that monster. Oh. Oh, man. Dang, that's a monster. Oh. Woo! Way to start out the day. Oh, it is. We're gonna let this guy go. Let's let him go. All right, here we go. See this? Come on. Come on. Oh God. Come on. Make sure you're still good. Come on, you ready? You ready? Oh, there you go. Man, he slimed me.